Good afternoon to everyone. So today we are going to talk about the factors that are affecting the rate of reaction. In the last lecture only we have seen the definition of the rate of reaction, where we have seen that how the rate of reaction is defined as the change in concentration of the reactants or products per unit time. So depending upon this point only, we are going to see that which are the factors that are affecting the rate of a chemical reaction. And thus we are going to start with the first point, that is the first factor, that is concentration. So when we talk about the concentration, so let us take one simple example. For example, here we have taken 50 ml capacity beaker, 3 beakers we are taking, we are arranging it on the table. In first beaker we are taking 1 molar HCl, in the second beaker we are taking 3 molar HCl, in the third beaker we are taking 9 molar HCl. And if I ask you that which beaker is containing more concentrated solution, definitely your answer will be the third one, that is, it is containing 9 molar. So here the reactant particle, why we are saying the third factor, the third one? Because the reactant particles becomes more crowded in the third case. The reactant molecules becomes more crowded, therefore there is greater chance of the particles colliding. And if the concentration of the reactant is increased here, that time we say that the rate of reaction also increases. And thus we can conclude the relationship between the concentration of the reactant is directly proportional to the rate of reaction. Or in general words, or in short, we can say that more the number of reactant molecules, more they will be crowded, more collisions will be there among themselves, and as more collision will be there, definitely the rate of reaction will be higher. And therefore in one line we say that the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of the reacting molecule. So that is one of the factors that we have seen now. Then we move to the second factor, and the second factor is the temperature. So when we talk about the temperature here, definitely again if you are taking a 50 ml capacity beaker, and in that we are adding 25 ml of distilled water or tap water, and if you are observing that beaker, definitely we are observing that the water molecules which are there, they are as same, there is no movement in that. But if the same beaker containing water is heated at a particular temperature, that time we are observing that the particles are moving quickly. So here definitely we have seen many times that the particles will be moving very quickly. Why the molecules are moving very quickly? Because they are having more kinetic energy, and as the particles have high energy, more frequent and successful collisions will be there, and therefore we say that the rate of reaction increases here. And therefore again in one line we can say that the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the temperature. More the temperature or increase in temperature, increase in the rate of reaction. In the first case, increase in concentration, rate of reaction increases here. So these are the 2 points that we have discussed now, and then we are going to move to the third part, third factor, and that third factor is the catalyst. So here when we talk about this catalyst here, that time Definitely many of you are knowing that the catalysts are the substances which, without being consumed in the reaction, they are just accelerating or altering the speed of the reaction. And what is happening here, when we talk about the catalyst, that time the catalysts, they are increasing the frequency of collisions between the reactants, therefore altering the orientations of the reactant molecules, and therefore we say that the lower the activation energy, the faster is the rate of reaction. So whenever we talk about the catalyst, that time definitely there will be lower, the activation energy will be lower, and as the energy of activation will be lower, definitely the faster is the rate of reaction and vice versa. So with this we will stop here and we will try to see the remaining part in the coming lecture.